Okay, good morning. This is a troubleshoot. The problem I was having was that my refrigerator was not dispensing the ice. It was making ice, but it was not dispensing ice whenever we clicked on that. So I have a Kenmore Coldspot model 106.511333210. Alright, so I'm doing this backwards. So once again, the ice bin was full of ice, but it was not dispensing the ice. After removing the housing unit, you have your motor, your auger, that actually rotates the arm. So once again, once I removed the whole housing unit, I discovered that it was frozen. I had frozen water all along the perimeter of the motor. So basically what I did is I had to use a hair dryer to melt the ice, and it just kept getting a rag towel to remove the water. So what I did, once I was able to access the screws to remove the auger, I unscrewed it, and I had a little bit hard time trying to get it up because there was still frozen ice around there, so I had to use a hair dryer to melt it again. By the way, the only tool I use is this socket. It's 1/4. It's a quarter socket. So I removed the four screws. They were easy to get to. I picked up the auger, the motor, and it was frozen with water. Even the wires were enclosed in the water, the frozen water. So once again, I used the hair dryer to melt the ice. So like I said, my problem was that the auger wasn't rotating at all. So after removing all that accumulated ice, I went ahead and checked it again. I would get a little buzzing noise whenever I did push down on the lever. So just to show you, like I said, I'm doing this backwards. This goes back in there. I'm putting this just to show you. So let me get my assistant to give me a hand. Hey babe, can you hold this for a moment? So I'm just gonna have her just press down on these so I could be able to actually push down on the lever. Just push those down. So like I said, once I melt the ice, I'll select it, push it now, and voila, it's actually turning. So some issues fixed. You can go ahead and let go. Okay, so once again, I know I'm doing this backwards, but the only thing left is to just put back all the screws and then and reassemble the whole unit again. Give me a second here. Let me secure the auger / motor, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I secured the 4 screws in there. Next, I am gonna drop this in here, which goes to the motor. It just fits in there, so it's snug. It just drops in there, and just be careful when you disassemble this. There's a spring that comes out. Make sure you don't lose that. So that just drops in there and it sits like that. Next, I'm gonna put that back in there. It snaps into place, so drop this. Hold on, like this. It should drop into place. Give me a sec. Okay, so in order to get this housing back in there, snap into place, I had to, which I didn't do the first time. There's 2 screws that go here. Just go ahead and remove those. What that does is it loosens this casing, this whole casing. It loosens it up. You don't have to remove it all the way. Just get it loose to where you're able to work with these sides and just get them out the way so you'll be able to snap this back into place. So it's back in place, secure there. So what I'll do, I'll just make sure this is back. This housing is on there. Secure. This is secure. So I am going to screw this back on there. Okay, so I'll secure this in place now. I did. Yeah, it's secured. Let me just double check.